if my daughter was a
If your daughter grew up to be a would you no if your daughter grew up to be a would you disown
I
her?
would.
Yes.
Okay. You would disown your daughter for being
Yes,
a porn
that's
star?
Would you
the
disown
answer.
your daughter for being a porn
So
star?
when we say disown, though, are we saying like never talk to her again?
Yes.
He completely shunned her. He doesn't speak about her. Like when he's been asked in interviews,
I
he's
would
like, he doesn't even talk about her.
So to answer your question, first off, I would make as vigorous an attempt as possible, one, to raise her correctly so that she would not even consider that as an option. If she was considering it, I would again make as vigorous and strong a case against it as possible. If she got into it, I would continue making as vigorous and strong a case for her to stop. If she continued, then, and it was like, then yes, it would be so disappointing to me that I would probably disown my daughter.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy to me, because if you love, that's unconditional love. You have kids, you're supposed to love them
I think you should
unconditionally.
always be there for them.
So
Whether
the
if your
fact
kids
that-
turned to had a drug addiction, right? Would you I don't think it would be right to disown your child.
That's nasty personality.
It would sort of be the same thing. I would see now
we think sex work is
how's the closed
disgusting,
minded
but
one.
You said
it's
your back on
disgusting
your
to turn your
kids.
back on a. It's disgusting for me that you're willing to turn your back on your own offspring. That's disgusting to me. So say whatever you want to be disgusting about.
For valid reason.
Now I can come on here and boast about how I've never had the thought of being a star, but it's true. I feel like any person that's decent looking has probably thought of that, especially back in the day when we thought them niggas was getting buku on my soul. But nah, hell no. And the fact that we bringing my future daughter into the question is a for sure fucks no. Now, would I look at my daughter in disgust, pure agonizing disgust, if she told me some shit like that? Yes. Would I completely just Hadouken shut her ass out of my life? I'd have to think about it. The reason I'm saying I have to think about it is because this is usually the case on how well the parent did raising their child to make her even think some shit like that. So ultimately, I would just have to reflect on the situation, being like, damn, was I a good example? Did I do the right things when she was growing up? Was her mom a whore? All these things that we have to think about. I'm hoping that shit never come up though, because it's going to be a cold day in hell.
No, I think most men, if they honestly admitted the way they really feel, Valentine's Day's just no good.
Well, how do you know that?
I went around and I asked all my male co-workers in this building what they thought of Valentine's Day. Here it is. What do you think of Valentine's Day?
It's for the girls. I hate it. I can't stand it. It's dumb.
I think it's overrated.
I think that it is a woman's attempt to get more gifts.
Colossal waste of time and money.
I don't look forward to it. I don't dread it. It's just kind of there.
Yeah.
It's kind of there.
It's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Like that paperweight.
Exactly, like the paperweight.
Men typically say this with Valentine's Day because females don't do shit for niggas. They expect the world out of the shortest month of the year. How the fuck they make Valentine's Day more important than Black History Month? I'm talking about ladies. Let's do something different, or your boyfriend's gonna start acting like this.
If you miss the shot, we're breaking up.
I'll ask a question. Fellas, when was the last time somebody got you a dozen roses and a box of chocolates for Valentine's Day? Fellas, when was the last time somebody took you out to dinner? Maybe paid for the hotel and the bottle of champagne? When was the last time, fellas? That's all I'm saying.
Nobody said that Valentine's Day was only for the men to treat the women. Where does it say that?
Nobody
Is there a
said
manual where it says that?
Some things aren't said. They're just implied. They're implied by behavior. They're implied by action that's gone over time and time again. Nobody had to write a rule book on how this goes, but if my wife did not get me a dozen roses, which she never does on Valentine's Day, I'm not going to hold it over her head for a year. But
maybe you should
let me walk in the door.
to her and
I don't need them. That's the whole point. She doesn't need them either. She got everything else. Why you need flowers? You got Louis bags, Gucci shoes, you got BMW. Why you need all that stuff?
It's a holiday for both of you guys to celebrate your love for one another.
We celebrate it every day. I'm a celebrating fool.
It literally takes 30 seconds to go like this, open a bag of frozen shit, and put it in a pan with oil, and then mix it up. Voila! You have a dinner.
Voila, I have a wife.
He cold.
The video ends as soon as somebody calls me a. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch. Congratulations. You played yourself.
Y'all not ugly. So imagine, you know what I'm saying, you start to put all of this into one place. You get confidence, you learn how to walk, head high, you know what I'm saying? You learn how to talk to people, you learn how to dress, you know what I'm saying? You learn how to smell good. And now, you know what I'm saying, you walk in, and you don't pay attention to nobody, I promise you, females gonna be like this right here.
Yeah. Drinking dope, turn me to a superhero.
It simply just starts with you realizing who you is as an individual and not letting anybody's corrupting opinion get in your way of what you think of yourself in here. Whatever you think up here is gonna radiate outside. Just stay on your cool shit and you straight.
Did you do something different to your hair?
Yeah, I did. I got it cut. Thanks for noticing.
Can I feel it?
Sure.
I think where we differ is that you refer to it as arguing, whereas I refer to it as a discussion to help you understand that you're wrong.
And it's just like that. If she don't understand that, there's something wrong up here. So you might want to get her checked. If the doctor says she's too far gone, you just gonna have to leave her ass in the streets.